And that's the ones you want anyway.
Yeah. Now correct me when I'm wrong, I'm exposing my ignorance, but nurse bees are, when they first hatch out, or at least some stage along the way, they take care of the other brood, the little ones, and they don't go in and out yet. And so at a certain stage, then they go from being a nurse bee to a field bee to where they go out and collect the nectar and the pollen. And so they haven't really gone in and out, so they don't know home from. In other words, if you move this hive somewhere else, that's home to them. They don't know to come out and fly over here because they're not used to going and coming. Is that pretty correct?
That's pretty much it. And if for some reason they have a shortage of nurse bees, some of the field bees will actually quit flying out, and they will revert back to being nurse bees. I didn't want to do that. But
was that the one with the...
That was the one with the queen cell on.
Queen cell?
Yeah, but there's another one right there, and another one right there that ain't tore open. So. Alright, set the lid back on that, Andy. You can do it without killing as many bees as possible. Now, trust me, if you had your gloves off right now or didn't have a veil on you, these bees would eat you up right now.
Believe you. Yeah. I didn't know it was going to be, or you was going to be
shaking them around,
stirring them up like that.
Well, you about have to make splits, and you just kind of have to get used to it.
Well, I feel just as cozy as I can be long as suit on. Of course, they'll still get
and your britches legs is pulled down.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, they get on that suit right there, and if you raise your arm up and mash them, they'll sting you right through the suit.
Well, there's a house going back toward Jonesboro, just after you pass Carnes Road, it goes to the left. There's a house just before you get to it, right there on the right. They gave me a couple of hives, this was 30 years ago. They were just straight boxes. They were tall, didn't have any frames in them at all. They had a queen excluder halfway up.
Yeah.
And they gave those to me, and I went over about dark and got them, brought them to the house, put them out, and it was hot. All I had on was a suit. They didn't have any clothes on. I had my underwear on under my suit.
Yeah.
And those bees hadn't been messed with in years, and they were eating me up. I finally got it. They was heavy too, full of. Set them down, and I went, oh! And I finally ran up to the house. Like I said, it was just about dark. And I ran up, and Daddy was in the backyard, and they were all over me. And he took his hat, started swatting them like that, you know. And then he said, look, you're on your own. I went to the back door and looked around, made sure nobody's watching, and peeled.
Well, them bees will get on you and bother you, but you stand back away from the hive 25, 30 feet, and they'll eventually